Junet Mohammed addressing a presser at the Serena Hotel in effect to the decision by the IEBC to suspend the gubernatorial contest in the counties of Mombasa and in Kakamega County. And just a direct response as you proceed, Prof, with the earlier point that I had pointed out. And Junet clearly says this is a mischief and will put the poll commission, the IEBC, and their sponsors, I quote him, to shape his displeased with the move by the IEBC, reads a sinister motive. What's your first response to that address by Junet Mohammed?
In my view, there is no mischief at all, because this is circumstances beyond the control of the Commission. Okay. If the ballot paper proofs were sent wrongly, then we would have been the ones who are responsible for whatever that may have happened. But we had done all our best, sent the correct ballot paper proofs, and this mistake happened at the printing firm, and they have owned up, and this is circumstances that was not anticipated, and the Commission cannot be blamed for this. It happens in such a large general election where they have 6 elective positions in one day, and therefore the Commission absolutely is not responsible for this.
Okay. Earlier on, then you were providing a clarity on the suspension of the poll process in terms of the gubernatorial contest in Kakamega, Mombasa, Kachilibia, and Pokot South constituencies. Then tell the Kenyan people what happens in that polling station. How many ballot papers will you be providing, and what happens to the ballot papers you have printed which have mistakes, as the Commission alluded to today with the Commission? How will they be taken care of?
Now, first of all, the election will continue as planned. There are 6 elective positions. The gubernatorial position in the case of Kakamega and Mombasa is one amongst the 6 positions that will be contested for on tomorrow. And therefore, the other 5 elective positions will proceed as planned. Save for this that has errors, and in this particular respect, the ballot papers that have errors for this particular position will be retrieved by way of bringing them back for destruction, and for them not to be used, they will have to be locked in the ballot paper box, unused, and once the materials are retrieved from polling stations, they will be retrieved alongside the other materials.
And earlier on during the afternoon press, the Chief Executive Officer Hussein Marjan said that the printing firm in Greece, Ipsos, that is Inform Lycos, which you contracted, will bear the cost. For the IEBC, then you had budgeted for this election. When you are going to organize the elections again, in the case of Kakamega, Mombasa, Kachilibia, and Pokot South constituencies, I mean, does that not pose budget strain in terms of your financial muscle?
The by-elections that are conducted arising from such incidences or arising from a death of a candidate that has been registered will have to be budgeted for afresh once they are gazetted to be held. And so they will be held under the normal by-election process.
All right. And when you mention that, then what level of communication have you established? Because this, again, from the political members' establishment's perspective, they read mischief. You heard from Junet Mohammed, and there are also concerns in the county of Kakamega when the candidates Cleophas Malala and Fernandez Baraza have also expressed concerns as to what will happen next then. What level of communications are you intending to have with the printing firm going forward and getting the right ballot papers into the country?
We have been in touch with the ballot paper printing firm the whole of this afternoon since we had been notified of the anomaly, and they are ready to correct and print afresh and ship it at their own cost. And this is going to happen immediately after the general election is concluded. And so they have done something wrong, which they have admitted, okay. And for that reason they are going to print at their own cost and ship it to the country.
But also talking about your cost, and earlier on I posed this, but there was no clear answer around it. Are there proper plans for it in terms of the budgeting? These are 2 huge counties with more than 500,000 registered voters.
By-elections are usually budgeted for on an activity basis, okay. And funding will have to be sourced from the consolidated fund for that purpose.
Have you also considered, or are you considerate about the financial, process when the candidates will be spending more money? They have already spent strenuous amount of money during the campaign period. Now there are going to be fresh elections in Kakamega, Mombasa, Kachiliba and Pokot South constituencies. And your proposal before Parliament was flat out rejected. Parliament was dead against the financial capping for the campaigns. Going forward then, are you not also concerned that the candidates will be spending extra money in these forthcoming elections?
They'll have done the campaigns, they have done their messaging, and therefore there will no need for much more campaigns, and for the period that we will be preparing ourselves for the fresh elections in those particular positions. They don't need to campaign a lot. They have already done their campaigns. It's just a matter of telling their people that the election is coming on this day.
Okay. Prof, we need to get a quick break here on Citizen Television. You are watching Kenya's Choice 2022, and we are coming to you live from our Boma studio, which is live until the day when the IEBC will determine the 5th President of the Republic of Kenya. After the break, I'll finish up with Professor Abdi Yakub Gule and my colleagues Trevor Mbija and Vicky Rubadiri will be giving you the main stories of the day as of 9 p.m. at the top of the hour. Stay tuned.